Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to Jess Althea's channel. Today we're going to be doing this look. It's a beautiful eye look. I did just a little bit up on the halo eye, glowy eye. The holidays are coming, so I'm just going into some beautiful eye looks that you can do as well. You can slow the video down to do it step by step. So let's get into the video. As I did it, I'll be doing a voiceover, so stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. For my OG subscribers, welcome back to the channel. For those of you tuning in for the first time, take a moment to subscribe and let's get into today's video. Hello guys, like I said, I will be doing a voiceover, so here we go. I'm using this Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer. It's light in color. I'll list below the shade that I have. And so I'm going over to prime my eyelids. I did already go in with concealer, but I wanted it to be a little bit brighter. I think you can use a concealer, but since I had the product, I have had it for a while, I'm giving it a swirl. So I'm tapping it in. I'm going all the way up to the brow bone so that I have a nice bright effect, and it will be a better payoff for the eyeshadow colors. And then we'll go in with a lighter shade of eyeshadow powder to seal that in. I'm using this tiny sponge just to blend it out so that it's nice and seamless, no creases. I want this to be perfect. Now I'm gonna go in with the Morphe palette and I'm gonna zoom you guys in so that you're able to see what I'm doing. Now I'm heading in with the lighter color so that I am sealing the primer in so that the eyeshadow colors will glide on seamlessly. So I'm tapping that in and then we'll get into the eyeshadow look. All right, so we did the first eye off camera. So let's get into the look. I'm doing a halo eye, so I'm gonna go in with this cool shade brown eyeshadow from the Morphe palette, and I'm going in my anatomical crease, and a little bit above with windshield wiper motion just to get it in. I'm blending that in as much as possible, and then I'm gonna go in with another warmer shade and blend that together. I'm going from the inner aspect to the outer aspect in a kind of a semicircular type of shape, just to create that halo look with the inner aspect of the lid left uncovered. And so I'm going now with a warmer shade, blend it in just to give it a more fall-like look for this eyeshadow. I'm blending it in, windshield wiper motion just to ensure it's blended in well. And then I'm going to go in with a clean brush to go over the edges to ensure that it's seamless, no obvious lines of demarcation, just nice and feathered out well. Looking clean and seamless, and we'll go back to that when we're finishing up our brows. I was satisfied, so now I'm gonna go in with the shimmer right on the area that was left bare, right onto the eyeshadow primer, and then I'm gonna bring that up over the anatomical area on the lid. So we're just gonna bring it up so that you can see that halo effect that it gives. Just a nice muted shade, but the shimmer really pops when I put the setting spray on. You'll see a little bit more. Just tap it in and bring it all the way up. You can slow the video down so that you can follow step by step. I'll also have the transcript down below. You can find the area. I'm going to prime my face. I'm going to do 2 sets of prime. I'm going to use this tacky grip primer from e.l.f. and then I'm going to go in with a more silicone primer from NYX. Both affordable items, again, will be listed in the description box below. I'm now going to go in with the second primer. This primer will help to conceal my pores and just to smooth the skin out a bit more. I'm going to go in next with some color correcting. I'm going to use a more orangey tone concealer from e.l.f. just to spot conceal. Tap it in to make sure that we're covering up these spots and my dark under eyes, and then I'll blend that out and apply foundation. Have a little bit of shadowing over my lips as well, so that was also concealed. So we're gonna just use the blending brush, this brush from Real Techniques, to just tap the concealer in. It results in better coverage when you tap it in, and then shear the edges out so that you have a more even toned skin. All right, now let's go into one of my favorite foundation from Estee Lauder, my Double Wear. Just ensure I shake the product and then apply it. I'm just gonna tap it in. This is such the perfect shade for me. It just applies well. The coverage is beautiful. It's medium coverage, but it is buildable, so you can build it up as much as you'd like. I prefer a more medium coverage so that there's a time and a place for everything. I'm getting ready for church, so medium is enough. Getting it over the forehead, and then I'm building it up a little bit more. Make sure that some of the darkest spots are covered as well. Blending is key, guys. You've heard me say this 1,000 times. Blending is key. Bring it down your neck as well so that you don't have a bobblehead effect, so that the coverage is seamless down the neck as well. I'm now applying one of my favorite concealers, the Born This Way from Too Faced. It's my go-to. I'm just using it to ensure that the eyeshadow is crisp. So I'm putting it under the eye, and I'm starting to now put a little bit right under where I would put my bronzer as well. I'm now going in with my LYS bronzer to warm up my face while the concealer dries down. When the concealer dries down, it gives you more coverage. For some reason, it has more coverage, so I love when they dry down. Not all concealers should be allowed to dry down this long, because some dry down pretty fast and will result in a patchy look. So just know the products that you're using and Yeah. I'm loving this LYS bronzer. I love the red payoff. I love using this one and the NYX bronzer. I love that red look. It just warms my face up nicely. I'm using it under the chin as well just to give my face some structure because your girl really needs to go to the gym. Now it's time to blend the concealer out, and I'm just being careful with the under eye because my eyeshadow is already done. As I said, I was making that line really crisp, giving it like a cat eye look, blending it out. As you can see, the coverage is beautiful. Do the same thing for the other eye. Ensure it's blended up. If you want to flatten your under eye creases that are naturally there, look up and it allows for you to better blend the under eye out and get into all the areas you need to just push the concealer into your existing lines so that you have great coverage. Now I'm going to go in with the foundation brush just to ensure that there are no harsh lines. You know what I do, guys. You know what I do. See how seamless and beautiful that is? Much better. So now I'm just using the powder puff just to take off the excess product so that I won't have any creasing. And then I'm going to go in with, you know it, my L'Oreal Infallible foundation powder to set the under eye and the other areas where I have placed the concealer. It's beautiful and seamless. And then I will go in with my Laura Mercier powder just to do a little bit of baking and further setting and brightening of the under eye. Gonna contour my nose as well. Just making sure I bring back the shadow to my faces. Yes, my nose is big. No matter how I contour it, it's not going to get any smaller. But I'm just bringing back the natural lines to my face that were there before I applied the foundation, and gives my face some warmth down the nose, the shadows and lines that are naturally supposed to be there. Now I'm going in with the translucent powder in the shade Honey. This is my jam. I vacillate between this and the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. I love these products. They're so finely milled and easy to brush off. They don't look ashy on my under eye, so I love using these two. They are not drying either. My technique is to use the foundation powder first and then go in with the setting powder. So I have left the powder there to bake, but it will also catch any fallout because I'm going to be using the darker shades just to tie the full eyeshadow look in. And if there's any fallout, the powder under the eye will catch that, and then I will dust it off. I'm loving this look, guys. It's just coming together really nicely. Sometimes when you start, you have doubts, but trust the process. Trust the process. I'm using this pencil brush. I think it's BS Beauty. I got it off Amazon. So yeah. All right, I think I went in with a little bit of a wing liner, did it off camera. I'm not so great on that process just yet. I'm practicing so I can show you my technique. Don't want to lead anyone astray, so I'll show you when I get it right. Now I'm dusting away the excess powder so that it will look seamless. Setting spray is a must. I'm using this Tear setting spray just to get all the powders together so it won't look powdery, so it looks nice in the skin line. I am loving this in addition to the one size setting spray. Those are my go-to jam. I'm going in with this no, it's the NYX Lippy Powder Puff Lippy. I'm not using any lip liner. I just want a full pinky pouty lip just to give a nice blush flush to the lips. You got girls these days who are injecting their lips to be pink. This is sufficient for me and it lasts all day. Or you can reapply. So this is a finished look, guys. My makeup look. Basic look, just elevated with a beautiful eye look. It's a halo look again, but I did utilize some eyeshadow primer so that the eyeshadow would pop. So here's the finished look. Thank you for tuning into Jess Althea's channel. Please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I do makeup, my hair videos, and some other clothing items. Check me out on my TikTok and my Instagram as well. And until next time, bye guys.